You're listening to The Hit List, and I'm joined by Cian Ducrot for a Valentine's Day special.
Valentine's special. No one better than me for that.
Don't undersell yourself so shortly. Okay, it's going to be one of those dates. So, obviously, Kent's radio station, we are the voice of the county. So you're not actually just having a date with me.
Yeah.
You're having a date with the whole of Kent.
Never wanted anything more than that.
Yeah.
In my life.
Into polyamory.
Yeah, sounds so good. All of Kent at once.
It's a very big studio, packing us all in.
Huge. People don't know.
So I thought we'd start setting the mood.
Yeah.
A little bit of, the questions that you would usually expect on a date.
Nice.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
How are you?
Yeah, okay, good. There we go. I'm also good.
I thought we were playing a real date, though. I just talk about myself.
Well, we're learning a lot of things about Cian Ducrot already. What's your favourite colour?
My favourite colour is... I don't think I have one.
Okay.
What about you?
Mint green.
Oh, I like burnt orange. Yeah.
Fancy, like a sunset.
Yeah, I think it's a good colour.
Yeah. What's the last book you read?
Last book I read is David Grohl's autobiography.
Okay. Was it good?
It's called Storyteller. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. First book I've read in a long time. So that's how good it was.
Good. Yeah. Sometimes I love reading, but sometimes you do just go, life just catches you by and then you're like, it's been 6 months and I haven't opened a single book.
A single book.
But now I'll read Dave Grohl's.
It's a really good one.
Yeah.
And it's an easy sort of, not easy, but like engaging read, you want to keep reading, which is really nice. So and it's not too like what is going on. It's more like, I don't know, I relate to it a lot anyway, so I think it's really cool.
Nice. What's your favourite breakfast cereal?
Favourite breakfast cereal would have to be, the hazelnut crave.
The humble crave.
That's a classic. That's a delicious one.
Do you know what? I'm allergic to nuts, so I have never been able to eat craves. And
they're the best.
It's the biggest regret of my life,
But they have the standard chocolate one as well.
Do they?
I think the purple box is just normal chocolate, and then the red box is hazelnut.
The hazelnut. Oh my gosh.
So I'd say the standard milk chocolate one's pretty good too,
Oh, okay. Well, on your recommendation, I will buy a box.
You should.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
This exact moment 5 years from now.
Yeah, exactly.
So Valentine's Day. What did you say, 5 years?
Yeah.
Oof. I don't know. Hopefully on like a huge tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe having breakfast with my girlfriend.
Yes. Good.
Mid-tour.
Valentine's Day. You've flown her out for a Valentine's Day breakfast.
Yeah.
Because you're still prioritising your relationship.
Obviously.
Alongside your career.
Of course.
We love to see it. Okay, so moving on to that, describe like what's your standard go-to thing for Valentine's Day? What's your like, here we go, we're knocking it out of the park, we're delivering?
Probably not leaving for the whole day and doing interviews in the radio station.
Yeah.
I would say it's usually dinner because I love food and my girlfriend loves food. And that's like our bonding. And then...
Would you go out or would you cook?
I think it just depends what I did the year before. It depends also how organised I am.
Alternate. It's like last year I cooked, so this year we'll go out.
Yeah, I think anything to do with food. And then I guess just like decorating and surprising. But we kind of like take turns in a way sometimes. Like sometimes she'll surprise me and like in the morning, like I'll wake up and she'll have done this really nice thing of flowers or decorations, and then sometimes I'll do it. So it's kind of like you're always kind of trying to suss the other person out because you're like, we can't both do the same thing. What if we both try and get up early and both end up trying to do...
Like you're both creeping out of bed at the same time. Wait, no! Racing to the kitchen to do breakfast in bed. I kind of like that though, because I think there's always like, so much heteronormative pressure for the man to do everything. So it's quite nice to like...
We're very kind of like, we talk about a lot of it, to be honest. We're just like... Should we do? We're like, are you busy? Are you working? Am I working? What do we have time to do? Should we just like improvise and see what time we get home and like maybe go out for dinner or just, so it just kind of depends. And sometimes we know in advance that like we're not busy, and then sometimes it's like you're busy, so you have to try find sort of a way around it. Sometimes if you have a few days off, we'll go away. So it's just kind of like whatever the
mood.
The mood.
Well, however the mood takes you.
Yeah.
What's the best love song ever?
The best love song ever. I would say it's probably Can't Help Falling in Love.
Oh,
Elvis, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a biggie.
It's probably, I'd say it's the best one.
Have you ever serenaded your girlfriend, or is that just part of the job? Like every time you've written a new song, you're like, here we go again, get ready for the romance.
Yeah,
I'm playing this for you.
I don't know if I've like straight up serenaded her, to be honest. I'm not sure she would enjoy that so much, but I think, I mean, she's been there a lot of the times when I'm singing and like writing songs about her in the background and stuff, or like, so the more like authentic kind of like real moments where I'm like writing and she's upstairs and she comes down and sits down on the couch and like listens, and then it's quite like nice because I'm not intentionally serenading her, you know?
Because it's like quite awkward, isn't it, when you're there like, okay, listen to this song.
And then like, take a seat.
Take a seat. And then if they give you feedback, you're like, no, I didn't want any feedback. This wasn't a writing room.
Yeah. No, so it's the more organic ones.
Have you written many songs about her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Most of them. Does she like them?
Yeah, I think so. I think she likes everything that I write. So
yeah, which is helpful. You know? It'd be a bit awkward if it was like, yeah, love my boyfriends, hate the music that you write.
Terrible tunes. Definitely not a fan. I don't actually think she's a fan of my music. I think she just
is a fan of you.
I think she's a fan of me and like and likes, she likes what I make and thinks it's good, but I don't know if she necessarily like, I don't think she would listen to my music.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. What kind of music does she usually? I love how I'm just interviewing you about your girlfriend.
Yeah, it's the perfect time to do it.
It's a polyamorous date with all of us in Kent, so I want to know.
You gotta know. She listens to a lot of bands. She likes bands a lot. She's big into like the Chili Peppers, 1975, Kings of Leon. People like, that's who she kind of like grew up on, but like a lot of that kind of music. Listens to a bit of everything now. She loves the radio, so she also listens to kind of a bit of everything. Yeah.
And what's your favourite genre of music? Is it the kind of music that you make, or is it like very different?
I think I go through phases. I'm not a big fan of pop music, so that's funny. I kind of just like, I quite like hip hop. And then I like kind of older, kind of songwritery stuff. I like, if it's pop music, I really like the kind of real songwriter kind of music. I love Coldplay. I feel like they're pretty songwriter for a band. I think Chris Martin's one of the greatest songwriters of all time. I think music that's made by the artist.
Yeah.
Is probably what I get drawn to.
Yeah.
So whoever it is, like I think I'm looking up there. I see Calvin Harris. I think Calvin Harris is amazing, and you feel that it's authentic, and it's like, you know, anything that makes you feel attached to the artist, that it was really them who sort of made the music or is kind of behind it, then I think that attaches me to the music the most, probably.
I think you can tell as well, and you can feel it, and I really like it when you know a little bit about the artist, that you can really feel that through the song. Like maybe the classic case is, someone's gone through a breakup and then they release a song and you're like, wow, I feel that in my bones. You know, it comes through because it's such a personal experience.
Yeah.
But I think you have in your songwriting as well.
Thank you very much.
So let's talk about your music now. So we actually spoke like last summer when All For You was all over everyone's For You page. Yeah. It's been a crazy year.
Been a crazy year, yeah.
How's it feel?
It's just good to not be a one-hit wonder. Now I'm a two-hit wonder.
100% success rate so far.
100%. It's good. Can't complain. Currently being driven around in a Range Rover.
Oh,
all day, you know.
Living the life, getting
So I'm
stuck
living
in
the life,
traffic.
really. Got a charger in my car, charging my phone up.
Oh, is that
It's
like
it's not even mine, but still.
that's the level of success? That's how you're
That's
like,
it.
I've made it. I've got a
Yeah.
charger in my car.
I've got charger, seat leans back. What more can you ask?
What more can you ask? You know,
Yeah.
used to be the bus.
Used to bursting for a wee. It's a big life. It's pretty cool. I actually bring. Oh no, wait! This is actually. I now always carry sunglasses around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's actually that's the mood.
Oh, this has changed the whole dynamic.
It's a big. It's a big one.
They are
It's a big one.
impeccable.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
They're quite good.
They are quite good.
Yeah. There's probably better, but they'll do.
Do you put them on like when you're leaving like a radio station or a building? So you're
Yeah.
like, don't talk to me, don't pat me, no photos.
Yeah. That's what I do. I don't want people to see my eyes because the eyes are for the money only. You know, you got to pay the big bucks to see the eyes. If you're not paying the big bucks, you don't get the eyes. You get the cheeks. You get
you get the single earring.
Yeah, just the one earring under the headphone. You ain't getting those eyes for free.
Obviously, I'll Be Waiting is everywhere. It's all every time I turn on the radio, it's playing.
It's a smash hit.
It's a smash hit, man. You did
That's
it.
what you were going to say.
And you are everywhere, and so's your Flash Mob Choir all over TikTok, in cafes, in shopping centres. What's that experience been like? Because I have so much respect for you to do that, because I have way too much like internalized embarrassment to be able. I don't even think I could say, "Excuse me, do you want to listen to my song?" Let alone like burst into song in a Starbucks. So.
I think I'm just lucky that I just have part of me really doesn't care what people think about me. So part of me does, for sure. But there's a big part that doesn't, and I'm able to turn that on and sort of, or just like not take myself too seriously, I think, you know. It's just, we're just having a laugh, making music anyway. So I just think it's kind of funny, like just to, I don't know, just to do it. And I kind of just like, sometimes I get really nervous to do it depending on like the situation and what could happen. But I'm not really nervous about singing or whatever. I'm like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like the singing's like the least difficult part. The more nerve-wracking is like, oh, like, is it going to sound bad because the music in here is really loud? Or like, is the person not going to like turn and look, or are they going to just be like, you know? So sometimes I'm just like, depending on the situation, am I going to get kicked out?
Have you been kicked out?
No, not fully. No, actually,
not fully. Just ushered out the door very quickly.
Yeah, no, actually, we have been. We tried to do a few spots where, like, before you even get started, they're like,
no.
Yeah, like Whole Foods. Whole Foods in America just kicked us straight out. We didn't even get to start singing. They were just like, you have to leave now. And I was like, didn't even do anything. They're like, you have to get out. So I don't know if you're going to cut this, but boo Whole Foods for being mean and kicking. We were just going to sing for you, give you a good time.
Did you try it in a Trader Joe's? I feel like a Trader Joe's in the States is the kind of place where they'd be like, yeah.
Maybe next time we'll go Trader Joe's instead.
Trader Joe's, I went, my parents live in the States, and I was like, on a visit, I was like, the day trip today, I don't care about any of the tourist spots. The day trip today is Traders.
I do love Trader Joe's. It's a good vibe.
It's like Aldi in the sense that you've got the most random selection of stuff.
Yeah.
But Waitrose prices.
Yeah. I think it's really good though.
Yeah.
It's pretty, like, it seems like good quality.
Really good quality. Yeah. And also some random stuff. When we went, it was watermelon season, and you could buy watermelon jerky.
Wow. I don't know what that...
Not good.
What even is that?
If you imagine like a dehydrated Haribo.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
Maybe not that. So what's it been like seeing the response to that song? Because obviously it's trending on TikTok, and it's quite personal, so a lot of people responding to it.
Wasn't expecting it at all. Didn't realise how big it would get compared to, you know, especially like after All For You, I was, you know, prepared for just like a mediocre flop. and then it was just like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Definitely people's response and people's like engagement with it. But I also try to kind of detach myself from it and like not really like look or read like what anyone's saying, because I think you can just get really sucked up into it, and like I kind of just leave it do its thing.
Yeah.
But
kind of the thing of like, it's now with it belongs to the people.
Yeah. And I'll read the odd thing, but I think it's like, I think the more things grow, the harder it is to sort of take all of that on. So you kind of have to just distance yourself a little bit from that. But it's, I think it's really like, hopefully helping people. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. Probably not. Nobody cares.
I don't know. I've not read the comments.
It's a drop in the ocean. I haven't read any of the comments.
I've got my sunglasses on.
I'm too busy. Okay, that's the truth. I'm too busy.
He doesn't mean that. You're off on a sold out tour in March, which is huge. Huge. Where are you most looking forward to playing?
I don't know. I mean, I love playing like everywhere in the UK and Ireland, but I think probably some places are my first time in Europe and in the States and Canada. So I'm really excited to go places. I think I'm most excited probably to go places I've never been.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited to play in Amsterdam. I've been there, so I feel like, but I've never played there, so that's going to be really cool. But I think I'm like really excited to go to like Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto, right? Toronto.
Just a quick check to the team. We are going there, right?
could be like another place. Yeah, because I've never been to Canada, so that's like, well, I've like passed through briefly, and they nearly didn't let us in. But so I'm quite excited for that. That's going to be really cool. And like some of the states and some of the cities, like I think we're going to Oslo as well and Copenhagen. Just stuff that I'm like, wow, never been there. That's going to be just really weird and cool.
Your passport is going to get like so fat from all the stamps and everything. You're going to need extra
I'm European, so I don't.
Oh, of course. Okay, rub it in with your Schengen agreement.
Yeah, but I guess the
the States, you're going to get one stamp.
Yeah, the States I'll get one stamp, and Canada maybe I get a stamp. I don't know, but
I don't know actually. I have been to Canada. I think maybe you do.
I think maybe.
So you get 2 stamps.
Maybe 2 stamps. The stamps are cool, to be fair. Like,
yeah. They're like,
makes you look travelled.
And also America, like going through American security.
Yeah.
Very nerve-wracking. Once you get that stamp, you're like, I've earned this. The anxiety that you put me through to get through this.
I've actually only had good experiences.
Great.
It's always been like super chill. Like, I don't know why, but I've always been grand. Maybe it's being Irish. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they're like, well, welcome, cousin.
Yeah, they're like, my auntie's dog's granddad is also Irish, so.
Do you know them?
Yeah.
It's like, that's not how it works.
Yeah. So I've never actually had stressful, touch wood.
Touch wood. Headlines in
touch
2
mahogany.
weeks' time. Cian Ducrot denied.
Denied entry, that'd be great.
What can people expect from your shows? What have you got planned?
I'll be doing a lot of gymnastics, some juggling, magic, and
if you don't deliver on this,
a ballet,
the fans will riot.
A ballet segment. Yeah, so it's going to be quite an experience.
It's going to be like Britain's Got Talent on tour.
Yeah, it's going to be like Britain's Got Talent. I might sing a song or 2.
Okay, that's rogue,
A lot of people think I only have 2 songs, so I'll probably just sing 2. and then the rest
just on loop.
Just on loop. I'll sing them once and then we'll just keep playing it back, and then I'll get into my other stuff. I'm quite good at javelin throwing, so I might do some of that. I might like make some clothes or something. Just like switch it up, People don't want the same thing over all the time. No. They want to be surprised.
They do. With a javelin throw.
Yeah. So that's going to be cool.
Yeah, I can't wait. the Cian Ducrot variety show.
That's the way they pay me the big bucks. The javelin throwing school was expensive,
and juggling on top of that.
Juggling as well. Juggling javelins. Yeah, nobody returns from the show alive.
I'm really disappointed that none of that's going to happen, because I think you owe it to everybody now to learn how to throw a javelin.
It's going to be pretty boring. None of that's going to happen, so actually don't bother coming. Sold out anyway, so you can't.
Sucks to be you.
Sucks to be you. No javelin for you.
So you've got the tour. What else can we expect this year? Is an EP coming? Is an album coming?
No, I'm gonna no more music actually this year.
I'm quitting. I've done 2.
Yeah.
They both went really well.
2 is.
I just don't think I can top it.
Yeah. 2 is that way there's no room for failure.
Yeah.
No one could be like, oh yeah, you had 2 hits and then everything else was like a flop. Be like, only had 2 hits. Then I stopped. Didn't put any other music. So I'm giving up after the tour. So no more music, nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
What have you got next? Javelin.
So moving on to javelin.
See me at the next Olympics.
Yeah, Olympics. And hopefully they'll play my songs during the Olympics. That's what we're going for.
Do you know what? Slightly scaled down version of the javelin. You could take up darts and then walk onto your own songs.
Darts would be big. Walk onto my own song. What about wrestling? I could also walk onto my own songs.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to throw all the new music in the bin that I've been working on, because I haven't been working on any. And I'm going to darts. That's it.
Well, I'm really looking forward to that.
Thanks for the idea. I was a bit like, I was having a bit of a career crisis, as they would say. So now I know what I should do.
Yeah.
Darts. So that's what I've got ahead of me this year.
Great. Well, I'll see you at Worlds.
At the Worlds. Thank you very much.
All right. We're going to play the last song that you're ever going to release, apparently.
Yeah. My final single of my career.
Could you introduce it for us on KMFM?
This is I'll Be Waiting by Cian Ducrot on KMFM.